In this lesson, we will learn how to take an input, a text input from the user. So we have our default new Android project open, and the first thing we are going to do is delete the hello world. Next, what we will go? We'll go to layouts, linear layout vertical, and add it. And when we add it, we will make the width fit fill parent and the height also fill parent. Next, what do? We need to take a text input from the user. So we go to text, we go to plain text, and we drag a plain text here. And so this is known as edit text, and we've got a edit text with the ID edit text. Next, let's put a text view so that we can display whatever input we took from the user, and just make it a little bit broader. So this is a text view, its ID will be text view, and let's just increase its font size so that it comes out better when we run it. So we go to text size and we just make it 18. Once we have done it, let's just go to and add a button. So we have added a button, and let's, like we have done for a lot of other cases, let's call this button, the text on it, say wish. And the name of this button is button. So now our design is over, and let's go to the code. So we go to the code, and what do we do first? First thing we will do is define all the components that we added. So edit text, that's the first one. So let's call it, say, et1. Then we added a text view, let's say call it tv1, and then we added a button. So let's call it b1. Now within the code, the first thing we would do is initialize all of them. So et1 is equal to edit text, find view by id, r.id.edit text. Similarly, tv1 will be equal to text view, find view by id, r.id.text view. And the third one we had was a button, so is button, find view by id, r.id.button. Now we have initialized all the three. Now what we want to do is, whenever we press the button, we take the input from whatever has been entered by the user in the edit text and show, say, welcome to, append welcome to, and show it in the text view. So what do? b1.set on click listener, new view dot on click listener. So what do? First thing we need to do is take the input that the user gave us. So let's call it input text. Input text is equal to, where do we get it? We'll get it in the edit text. So et1 dot get text dot toString. So this is how we would get the text entered by the user in the edit text. So et1, which was the name of the edit text control that we added, dot get text dot toString. Once we have gotten it, we need to create, say, our string s1, which is welcome to, and then concatenate input text to it. So this is how we will concatenate it. So we have welcome to and plus the input text. Once we have done it, what do we need to do? tv1 dot set text s1. This is something we have done so many times. So now we have set our text. Now our code is complete. Let us go and run our app. So let's run it. We will switch on the emulator also. The build is happening, so that will take a little bit of time. So let's just wait for the build to get over. So we need to be patient while the build is happening. The build is over now, and now it's installing the APKs. We can see it here. It's saying installing APKs. And our app has come up. So let's, in our input area, let's input, let's say, for example, edufect. And now when we say press wish, what do we get? Welcome to edufect. So the input that the user had given, which is edufect here, we have now said welcome to edufect. Let's say, suppose we say perfect Android. So then when we wish it, what should it say? Welcome to perfect Android. So that is how we have now taken a text input from the user, and we have been able to successfully process it. Okay.